Johnny boy, I'll be right back, big dog. I'm just gonna go grab a drink of water, mate. Crikey. Oh shit, Johnny boy. Cheers in advance. Cheers, cheers. What you been saying, buddy? Give me the fucking scoop. What you been up to?
You want some tacos? Fucking Mexican. Some fucking fried chicken, bitch. Fucking black. This is blonde.
Not shit, school. I feel that.
Completely untrue? Or is there even a hint of substance to what he says? Let's find out.
I'm gonna rip a fatty, boys.
Now legends, this video is sponsored by the military online game War Thunder, and when it comes to vehicle combat, War Thunder is the most comprehensive game ever made. Available on PC, consoles, and now mobile. Take control of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 of the fiercest armies of the last century. See technology advance from the 1920s all the way through to these super high-tech weapons of destruction we see today. Each vehicle is finely crafted to be as realistic as possible, and when you combine that with incredible graphics and authentic sound effects, you get one of the most immersive combat experiences you'll ever find. Personally, I find air combat to be the most thrilling part of the game, and the controls are so easy and intuitive, even even with just a keyboard and mouse. There is a good reason War Thunder has over 70 million players. There is simply no better game suited for fans of military history. Play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox or mobile now by using my links in the pinned comment or video description. New and returning
Cheers,
players
buddy.
who haven't played in 6 months on PC or console will also receive a massive bonus pack that includes multiple premium vehicles, the exclusive vehicle decorator Eagle of Valor, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account. It's available for a limited time only, so be quick.
I have a lifetime of playing video games. At one point, I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world. I actually won money for what I think was the first paid esports tournament in the US.
Elon has claimed many times that he was one of the best Quake players in the world, and his evidence to back up this claim is always the same. Elon states that he was in a team that came second in the first paid national esports tournament in America.
And a really long time ago, I was one of the world's best players of Quake. I think it was like the first esports tournament in the US, or they claimed it was. And we came second in that tournament. I think it was in like 96 or 97.
At one point, I was quite competitive at Quake. Played what I think was maybe the first paid esports thing in the US. My team came second.
It's not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times with Quake. So I actually made money and had the first paid tournament in the US.
We're one of the best teams in the country, actually, and I think it was the first paid esports thing in the US. We ended up coming second in that. I think we made a few $1,000s or something. So it was pretty good at Quake back in the day.
In theory, this should be easy to confirm, as it's a very specific claim, and the amount of money that Elon claims to have won for second place, several $1,000s, means that the prize pool would have had to have been massive. This absolutely would have left some kind of historical footprint. A superficial search of Google, however, yields no results that match this description. There are multiple websites that have been preserved that document the history of Quake, including the significant tournaments, and from these resources, a tournament of this size just didn't occur. The first Quake tournament that has both a cash prize and also historical evidence is the Red Annihilation tournament, which had its finals in June of '97. This is one of the most significant tournaments in esports history, precisely because it's seen by many people to be the first true esports tournament, at least as we know esports today. In this event, 16 qualified players were flown to E3 '97 for the finals, and the winner, Dennis Fong, aka Thresh, took first place, which had a prize of $5,000 cash and one of John Carmack's Ferraris. Red Annihilation helped to popularize Quake competition, and shortly after this event, the first esports leagues such as the Professional Gamers League and the Cyber Athlete Professional League were formed. From Red Annihilation onwards, everything is extremely well documented, and there is no existence of a team tournament that had a second place prize of several $1,000s. And there is also no historical evidence of any tournaments, prize pool or not, that Elon Musk or his team came second in. So if Elon did win anything, it must have been something after Quake was released in June '96, but before Red Annihilation, a year later. Though even if this tournament exists, whether or not it was the first paid national esports tournament really depends on your own definition of what esports and paid means. The reality is that people have been competing in national tournaments in video games and receiving money from it for decades. For example, in 1980, there was a National Space Invaders tournament where
That's
thousands
sick.
of people competed. The regional winners were awarded $150 each, plus an all-expenses-paid trip to the finals. First and second place were awarded prizes, and third place received a $500 check.
That's
In
crazy.
1981, the World Asteroids Championships took place in Washington, D.C., with the winner receiving $5,000 and second and third place winning $3,500 and $2,500 respectively. In 1990, the Nintendo World Championships was a massive video game tournament. Here, the winners in each age bracket received a car along with $10,000. If you are
What?
inclined to be a little less pedantic about what constitutes as paid, you can go far back as 1972 with the Intergalactic Space War Olympics, an event that many people consider to be the very first esports tournament. In 1984, there was a worldwide track and field arcade competition, where, according to Guinness World Records, over 1 million people participated, with the US winners receiving a Jeep and being flown to Japan for the
That's
World
crazy.
Finals.
What the fuck?
Large-scale video game competition isn't a new thing. It's been happening for as long as video games have existed. But for the sake of argument, let's accept that none of these count because they don't fit the modern definition of esports, which generally involves complex player-v-player combat where you can directly interact with the opponent. In my opinion, modern esports first developed with fighting games like Street Fighter II. In 1991, Midway sponsored a tournament in California, flying the regional winners to San Diego for the finals, where the winner earned a Street Fighter II cabinet. In 1996, the Battle by the Bay was the first yearly tournament that would later become known as the Evolution Championship Series, or EVO, which now hosts the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. And of course, we can't forget about Quake's predecessor, Doom, which spawned the concept of deathmatch. In 1995, the year before Quake was released, there was a tournament called Deathmatch 95, with the finals
Deathmatch 95, I know this.
Day event organized by Microsoft.
Yeah.
We're here in Seattle for the World Doom Championships. It's very, very cold and there's a very naff stage thing going on behind me. Thankfully, we're not that concerned with that. What we are going to do is follow the progress of a couple of British guys who are taking part. 50,000 entrants have been whittled down to 24 finalists who've gathered here at the Windows 95 launch to decide who will quite literally win the competition.
Deathmatch 95 was essentially the first worldwide tournament. They held local tournaments to find the local champions and then flew all of us to Microsoft headquarters in Redmond, going from playing largely at home to, a stage at Microsoft headquarters, not just like any tournament, like a real world championship tournament. Probably the first true esports event.
The winner was Thresh, the same player who would go on to win Quake's first major tournament, Red Annihilation. Winning Deathmatch 95, Thresh received a new computer valued at around $10,000. These first esports tournaments didn't usually award cash prizes, because at the time it was hard to get sponsors who would fork over straight cash. Companies would rather offer up a prize, which is cheaper and has the secondary benefit of also advertising the product they wanted to promote. So I guess ultimately the argument can be made that none of these count against Elon's claim, either because they aren't face-to-face games or their tournaments only awarded prizes instead of cash. So when Elon states that he was in the first paid esports tournament, he might technically be correct from a very specific point of view. But personally, I don't think the distinction between a cash prize or any other type of prize is a helpful one in determining if Elon's second place achievement meant he was any good. Thresh, the eventual winner of Red Annihilation, didn't specifically win cash at Deathmatch 95, but that doesn't mean his victory was any less significant, and it was in part because of this first major win that Thresh would receive his first product endorsement in 96, and is considered by many to be the first esports pro. So I will let you decide if Elon's decision to exclude all tournaments that didn't specifically award cash prizes and all tournaments that might not be considered esports by today's standards is relevant, though we still don't even know if this tournament happened, or if Elon came second. And if you trust a lot of the comments online, you would be forgiven for assuming it didn't. Many people think the early history of Quake is completely documented, and because there is no concrete evidence of Musk's claim, he must be lying. But shockingly, I discovered this is simply not true. There was at least one Quake tournament with a significant cash prize that occurred before Red Annihilation, and the result of that tournament seems to have been lost to the sands of time. If Elon's story is true, I believe I've found the only tournament he could possibly be referring to. There is some credible evidence that Elon may actually be telling the truth. In June of 2017, a user posted to the Quake forum on ESR.com that they had listened to Elon's biography. In this biography, it mentioned that Elon's company Zip2 had a team that came second in a tournament and won several $1,000s. This person wanted to know if it was true or if it was just an exaggeration. Zip2 was a company that Elon co-founded in 1995, which was an online city guide that gave users information about local businesses. The biography in question was written by Ashley Vance and was released in 2015. In it, Elon claims his team, comprised of his employees, competed in one of the first nationwide tournaments and won a few $1,000s. Most of the forum post replies were unhelpful or claimed that this was false. For example, this reply, which states that there were only 2 North American deathmatch tournaments with over $1,000 prize money, and all of the finalists were well known. However, a full 5 years after the original post, an anonymous user posted
Bro,
this
Quake used to be
reply.
so fun.
Extremely late to the game here, but yes, Elon is 100% correct. We were the team that beat him in Zip 2. We were Clan Olympus. Dumb name, yes. It was the first tournament held by Empath in Player that eventually hosted the Red Annihilation single-player game that awarded the Ferrari. I remember distinctly going to their webpage after playing against them in the final and seeing their about
Yo,
page
Tempter,
with their
what's up?
executive profiles. All were unremarkable 20-something unkempt nerds, much like we were, and didn't think anything of it until Elon became a billionaire and his ties to his older companies became public knowledge.
Let's be clear, an anonymous post on an obscure message board isn't good evidence, and when I read this, I quite frankly didn't put much stock in it. Still, there are some details that are important to note here, mainly that the clan was called Olympus, the tournament was held by M-Player, and it was before the Red Annihilation tournament.
Enjoying the stream? I appreciate you, man.
That would step
Thank you for
forward.
being here.
After a June 2023 interview where Elon once again brought up his Quake claims, a user posted the video to Reddit, asking if anyone had any information. The anonymous post from ESR.com was reposted, which was promptly shot down, with users saying this was false because all results are available historically. But then, months later, an account with the name Ollie Sparta replied to the thread, claiming the story Elon told was true.
Hey there, heard about this Elon story the other day from my buddy. This story Elon told? It's true. How do I know?
Yeah, you got Charlie to do the voice. That's funny.
I was there. We were the team that beat a Zip 2 team in this tournament you all are saying didn't happen.
Sparta also claimed to be in Clan Olympus and gave a detailed breakdown of the tournament final. This post seemed to back up the anonymous user from ESR.com, but there were some immediate red flags that made me doubt the veracity of this story. The story gave several details that couldn't possibly be correct if Elon was telling the truth, like saying the top prize was $1,000, which makes no sense if Elon's team received several $1,000s for second place. They also thought the tournament may have been in 1998, which was a year after Red Annihilation. Sparta
Chillin'? Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You and me both.
Of the tournament eventually returned to believable territory, clarifying that the tournament happened in 96 or 97, and that Red Annihilation happened afterwards. Sparta also claimed that if you can't find any information about the tournament, it's not because it didn't happen, it's just because any evidence was contained on the M-Player website, which has no archives from that time period, which is true. The earliest M-Player archives I can find are from 98 onwards.
Yo, Gem Mestro, what's up?
That at the time seemed impossible to verify. For example, specific details about this alleged tournament, for which I could find no results for. But he did make claims that I could verify, which would help to establish his credibility. He claimed that in the Red Annihilation tournament, he ended up in the top 32. And sure enough, when I checked the results for Red Annihilation, there was a player named Sparta who was eliminated in the round of 32. I also found another member of his team, Ollie Hades, who also made the top 256. The fact that I could verify this part of Sparta's post made him much more credible, but it still wasn't enough for me to completely believe his story. However, if true, this post does
You doing good? Like to hear it? Like to hear it?
Tournament. Both the anonymous
What's
user
up?
on ESR.com and Sparta claimed it was on M-Player, so that's where my attention focused. Back in the early days of Quake, there were several platforms that casual gamers could use to play online. The two main ones being the Total Entertainment Network and M-Player. These platforms allowed people to quickly and easily play Quake and other multiplayer games against other people over the internet, and they would charge players a monthly fee to use their service. M-Player launched in late '96, and as I mentioned a moment ago, we have no archived pages from that time. so any news about any tournaments from MPlayer itself has been completely lost. But as I said, at the time, there were many various websites that posted Quake news. MPlayer had just launched, and in an effort to grow their brand, they advertised in different ways, including full-page advertisements in gaming magazines. So I searched every Quake news site that I could find for any reference to MPlayer around this time, hoping that this tournament was advertised in some way. One particular website, bluesnews.com, is especially helpful because not only did it post Quake news around that time, but it still has its full archive available, going all the way back to 1996. And lo and behold, searching for references to MPlayer, I found a post from January 3rd, 1997, which linked to an article on Next Generation announcing a Quake clan tourney with a $5,000 cash prize. Thankfully, this article was archived, and it reads, "Clans registered with MPlayer by January 2nd are eligible to participate in their Ladder to Cthulhu Quake tournament. The $5,000 prize is one of many prizes that will be awarded to participants of the tournament." What's funny about this article is that it was published January 3rd, a day after the registration cutoff. So it was essentially useless as anyone reading it was already too late to participate. This article shows there was a tournament with a significant prize pool before Red Annihilation. So it turns out Elon's tournament might be real. But the details still didn't seem to add up. Sparta said that his team won $1,000 for first place, but this article says there was a $5,000 cash prize. And I think what this article should have said is that there was a $5,000 prize pool and not a $5,000 prize. In my search, I also managed to find a second reference to this tournament. In an archived Russian PC gaming magazine from July 97, it references this exact tournament. The article itself is describing various video game tournaments for different games. And when it came to Quake, it described two, Red Annihilation and Ladder to Cthulhu. And conveniently it listed the prize pool distribution, with first place winning $1,000. The Next Gen article and this Russian gaming magazine are the only two external sources I could find that reference this tournament. In Google Groups, I also found an HTML dump of the MPlayer website from March of '97, which shows the final was on March 22nd. And I also found a blurb from January '97 saying that 30 clans would be competing for $5,000 cash, which was a much more accurate description of the tournament prize pool. But unfortunately, I could find no other references or information about this tournament, including
So if PSI Pro you don't have
Still,
online,
what this
that's a
shows
great
is
one.
that
Hey
there
man,
was a paid
get her
tournament
done.
on MPlayer, and the prize for first
Get
place
her
was
done.
exactly what Sparta said it would be, $1,000. The fact that this tournament was so hard to find, and Sparta's account was as accurate as it was, makes me think it's extremely unlikely that Sparta made up this story. It seems to me that this is exactly the tournament that Sparta was referring to, and is the tournament that Elon's team competed in and came second, which also means Elon's claim of winning several $1,000s is greatly exaggerated, and what his team actually won was $750. Elon's story appears to be based somewhat in reality. Technically, he probably did come second in one of the earliest paid esports tournaments, but does that mean he was any
Gem
good?
Master?
Does that mean
Damn,
he was
son.
semi-professional? Does it mean he was one of the world's best players? No. No, it certainly does not. In 1996, early Quake players were quick to try and prove who was
what's
the
up?
best, and it wasn't long before organized tournaments were being held. Competition at that time was almost exclusively team-based. Teams would be represented by clans, and originally id Software hosted a full list of clans on their website, though it wouldn't be long before players formed their own network called Clan Ring, which connected all of the clans together. Clan Ring would begin hosting tournaments from late '96, and these tournaments were where the best players became known. These tournaments were not played through online paid services such as 10 or MPlayer. Instead, matches were played through servers that people would host at their own university or workplace. Places which at the time
That's
generally
fire.
had the best internet connections available. While these tournaments didn't award cash prizes, they were held in the highest regard. prizes really didn't matter. All players cared about was the esteem that came with the victory over the other clans and the respect earned from other players. These tournaments, which were run and organized by players, are well documented. There are detailed statistics and full bracket results. We know who won and which players performed well. Clan Ring players didn't play on platforms like mPlayer for multiple reasons. First, mPlayer required players to pay a monthly fee to use the service, which was an unnecessary cost when you could just use a Clan Ring server and play for free. Second, services like mPlayer did not provide the best multiplayer experience. While these services did allow casual players to easily matchmake with other players, they inserted an extra middleman, i.e. a third-party client between the player and the server, which slowed things down and caused higher latencies. In fact, even those with ISDN connections were complaining of extremely high pings. I spoke with Thresh himself, and in our conversation, he confirmed to me that the best players didn't use platforms like mPlayer for this reason.
And you were just always playing on these self-hosted servers? You generally didn't play through platforms like 10 or mPlayer?
I mean, some people did. The best players didn't.
Mm-hmm.
There was no reason to. Why play through a service when you could just play directly, right? It was
Yes.
more for newbies and that type of people that made it a little bit easier to onboard and get a game going. So, I think very few, if any, top players competed on those platforms unless we had to because there was some tournament going on.
I actually did manage to find
I can't wait to play
tournament before
Zombies
Red
on PS5
Annihilation,
Pro.
which was called
That'll be
Ladder to
interesting.
Cthulhu. First of all, does that ring any bells for you?
Probably
Do you
run
remember
super
this
smooth.
tournament?
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, because I found a Blues News, but by the time the article came out, you already had to be a registered user of mPlayer to even enter the tournament. So I assumed that the top players just didn't know this tournament existed because it was just on mPlayer and there just wasn't really good advertising for it.
It's quite likely because no good players played on that player.
And then with this Red Annihilation, did you just play on mPlayer for that tournament and then left the platform and didn't play on it again?
Correct. I mean, playing through the mPlayer service was not the best experience. It's not the fastest. There's latency. You go direct from the game into a hosted server will give you the best experience, obviously, as opposed to having a client and server layer by a proprietary platform that would then place you in a server or like.
One copy of your name on PS5? Damn, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's why no good players played on that stuff.
And finally, platforms like mPlayer did not differentiate players by their internet connection, which at the time was arguably the most impactful variable. Quake Deathmatch is optimized for local area network play. It was designed to run with very low latencies. When you introduce a high latency, like you would expect when you play online using a 28K dial-up modem, which was by far the most common way people connected to the internet in 1996, Quake becomes very difficult to control. I won't get into the technical details of why this is, but the end result was that if you had a dial-up connection, it was almost impossible to compete with a player who had an ISDN or broadband connection. Having a fast internet connection was such an advantage that any half-decent player with a low ping could defeat even the very best players on dial-up, regardless of their skill. This is why Joe Rogan, who confessed to playing a ton of Quake in the 90s, admitted to spending an insane amount of money to have a T1 connection installed at his house.
This is how deep I was into it. I lived in the mountains, like kind of high up in the hills of the Santa Monica Mountains, and I couldn't get good internet access. The best I could get with ISDN.
Right.
I couldn't get cable. Couldn't get cable modem out there. It's fucking terrible. The pings were awful to everywhere. So I had a T1 line installed in my house.
Oh, you must have been rich.
I was rich.
Those were expensive.
I went deep. Yeah, but it was worth it to me.
It was a 1.44 megabit line.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Smoke?
10 grand a month.
Pretty fly for a white guy. Pretty fly.
Did you really buy a T1 line back
Yes,
then?
I had it installed in my house.
So everyone's saying.
How could you
I was
even
on
afford
TV.
that? Oh, you were using TV stuff.
I was on TV. Yeah.
Wow.
Quake's network code essentially created an internet arms race amongst players, and this is why the Clan Ring tournaments had two
Zombie!
separate brackets,
What's
one
up?
for
What's
dial-up,
up? What's
which was
up?
called HPB, which stood for High Ping Bastards, and one for ISDN and Faster, which was called LPB, for Low Ping Bastards. In December of '96, John Carmack would release an unofficial Quake update called Quake World, which redesigned the network code that
Yo,
made the
boys,
game much
how's
more
everybody
playable
doing?
with higher latencies.
Quake World, it's basically my research project into extending extending the network play aspects of Quake. The first stage of it that we're in beta testing right now, that we're about ready to release, is a new network protocol that provides more latency tolerance for the client, so there's less lag, and the network play is more robust in handling of problems.
More
None of
robust.
this is really relevant to Elon, however, as Quake World wasn't supported on MPlayer until late '97, and these early MPlayer tournaments were all played on the original release of Quake. When it was announced that the qualifying stages of the Red Annihilation tournament were to be played via MPlayer,
Fuck's
this
sakes,
made a
mine,
lot of
bitch.
people upset. Due to the fact that MPlayer was not an ideal platform for competitive play, it didn't separate players based on their internet connection, and it didn't support Quake World, most players simply had no chance of performing well. Players with
All of his
broadband
info
and
leaked
cable
online.
connections had an
Damn.
insurmountable advantage.
Let me probably
It's
click
worth
on one of those
noting that
porn
despite the
links.
general
Got his shit
dissatisfaction
jacked.
at the way the Red Annihilation
Poor guy.
tournament was
So I
run,
feel
when
bad,
it came
but
to who actually made the
better
final
him
top
than me.
16 that was flown to E3, every single player was an established Clan Ring competitor, which proved that Clan Ring did indeed house the best players on the planet. And when they did come over to MPlayer for this one particular tournament, they dominated. Of course, on the flip side, the situation was fantastic for Elon Musk and his prospects for winning the earlier tournament, Ladder to Cthulhu. Elon's company, Zip2, was a thriving internet company, which required the best internet connection available by necessity, a connection that he and his employees would use while at work to play Quake.
Now Musk has his own computer command center, and his business is thriving. To his delight, Microsoft has tried and so far failed to get a hold in Zip2's market.
In his Reddit post, Sparta said as much, stating that Zip2 performed so well against the other competitors because of their internet connection. But unfortunately for Elon, Team Olympus had the exact same weapon. So let's put Elon's tournament into perspective. MPlayer was a brand new paid online platform that the best Quake players didn't use. MPlayer did try to promote their event, but the promotion was so poor
They
that by
targeted
the time
him, he
news
has
of the
info.
tournament reached beyond
Damn.
MPlayer to places
crazy.
like Next Gen and Blues News, it was already past the registration
That's crazy work,
deadline.
man.
None of the top players knew
Gotta
this
be careful
tournament
out
was
there.
being held before the registration cutoff, which is why you just don't find it mentioned anywhere. Even still, the fact the tournament was run on MPlayer at all meant that most players simply wouldn't have been able to compete anyway due to their dial-up connections. So in a nutshell, Elon played in an obscure tournament which has no footprint and was able to roll over most of the competition because of his superior internet. And when he reached an opponent with equal footing, he lost. Ironically, the part of the story that Elon feels necessary to repeat every single time, the part where he blames his loss on the fact that a team member's computer crashed, highlights just how amateurish this tournament was.
We ended up coming second in that. We were actually coming first, but then the best. I was the second best person on the team. The best person on the team, his computer crashed halfway through the game, so we ended up coming second. But
we came second. I was the second best person on the team, and the actual best person that we were actually winning. We were going to come first, except the best person on the team, his computer crashed halfway through the game, so we came second. My team came second. We would have come first, except I was the second best guy on the team, and the best guy, his computer glitched halfway through the game.
Can you imagine any reputable esports tournament that would allow the result of their grand final to be determined by a tech issue? Clearly, MPlayer did not take this tournament seriously. It was merely part of an advertising campaign to try and attract new players. To then go on to claim, because of this second place victory, that he was one of the best Quake players in the world is honestly pretty insulting. If you want to compare teams with some actual data, I found that Elon's Zip team had 2 players reach the top 256 in the Red Annihilation tournament, while the Legends clan had 6 players in the top 16 alone, with Ruthless Bastards, Extreme Prejudice, and Impulse 9 having 2 each in the top 16 as well. And these were well-established clans who had either won or placed very highly in the Clan Ring tournaments. These are clans with legitimate achievements that we can actually verify. The truth is that Elon was not very good at Quake, and while his team may have come second in a tournament, the circumstances surrounding that tournament make his victory completely empty. But don't just take my word for it. There is someone else who was around at the time and who remembers playing directly against Elon Musk himself. In a 2020 podcast, Thresh, the very same player who won Red Annihilation and who was by all metrics the best Quake player in the world at the time, said Elon wasn't very good.
Well, actually, I mean, it was funny. Like Elon Musk he's known as a huge gamer. We used to play in the same Quake server almost every day. I'd see him on. He'd be playing as Zip2 was his username, and a really good buddy of mine.
That's crazy. I've seen that SBO 3 remaster release. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, it released on like the 28th or whatever, but
He was okay. I mean,
you could be honest.
He wasn't very good. But my buddy,
he's still a Quaker, right?
He's still an OG.
And after Elon started boasting about his Quake skills a bit more frequently and a bit more publicly, Thresh would again step in to set the record straight. In a 2024 Freethink article, speaking directly about Elon Musk, Thresh would state, "Was he any good? He was okay. I know he claimed that he was one of the top players. He was definitely not one of the top players." So let's compare Elon's account with the actual truth. According to Elon, he was a semi-professional Quake player who was one of the best in the world at the time. He was on one of the best teams in the world, which came second in the first
Can I go over here,
esports
please, and
tournament
start
ever,
crafting
in
this
which he
shit?
won
Thank you.
$3,000. The truth is that while Elon did play Quake often, he was not very good. In early '97, he entered a Quake tournament that was only open to paid registered users of the brand new platform MPlayer, a platform that no top players used. Using his superior internet connection, which gave him an unfair advantage, his team managed to come second, earning them $750. A question that arises is whether or not Elon's exaggerated claims are from poor memory, intentional deception, or straight delusion. And in my opinion, it's hard to pin this down to anything other than Elon just being a dishonest person in general. Elon straight up lies a lot. For example, in one of his Joe Rogan interviews, he claims that he played Quake during his final semester in college.
Yeah. I in my final semester in college, I probably put more time into Quake than all my college classes.
However, it's well established that Elon Musk dropped out of his postgraduate degree in '95 to form his company Zip2.
Haven't played Apex Legends? You haven't played
That was
Apex?
the summer of
Damn, son.
95. I had no money whatsoever.
Gotta get
I was
on that.
Working, doing research in Silicon Valley on a completely different subject and trying to start this company at the same time. And when it came time to decide, do I want to do graduate studies or do I want to start this company? And I decided to start the company. I had no money. As a graduate student, I would have received a scholarship and a stipend and so forth. In starting the company, I had nothing. I had no income source.
This was a year before Quake was even released, so it's impossible that Elon was playing Quake during his final semester. When Elon admitted that he wasn't the one leveling his Path of Exile 2 account, he attempted to gaslight everyone by saying that he never took credit for leveling the account, or ever intended to. But this is again provably untrue. On Twitter, he did exactly that, saying, and I quote, "After so many deaths, I'm carefully building up a Path of Exile hardcore character." Aside from directly claiming that he was the one leveling his character, it's obvious to anyone with half a brain that streaming the character is implicitly taking credit for it. Unless you state otherwise, people are going to assume that the only person playing your character is you. Elon also claimed to be one of the best Diablo 4 players in the world, and his evidence for this was that he had a top-ranked time in an endgame dungeon called The Pit.
So are you in the top 20 in the world or top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I don't wish to spend too much time debunking this, as on a fundamental level, using this particular metric to distinguish players' skill is nonsensical to begin with. One of the core tenets of esports and speedrunning is that every single competitor
Grinding Apex hard. I go through phases, bro. Like, if I play Apex every day, I'm just gonna be really bad at the game because I just fall out of love with it. But if I give it like 3 days where I don't play, then I'll just like, I'll have that passion, I'll have that burning passion again, just to go slay some fucking noobs. But
the dungeon already fully equipped.
Not all the
In this
time.
example, the most important factor isn't your skill, it's your gear. It's the specific build you choose to use, which involves many factors that have nothing to do with skill.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been having a lot of
It's
fun solo
illustrated
queuing.
perfectly by the huge discrepancy in clear times for different classes.
I'm having a
Elon's
lot of
class,
fun solo
Spiritborn,
queuing
could clear
recently.
tier 150
Just
in a
watching
couple of
these
minutes,
dumb
while all
fucking
of the other
teammates
classes
running
took
around
well
and
over 10
shit. It's
minutes
so
to clear
funny.
a much lower tier.
Had some good
And the
laughs.
only reason Spiritborn
Watching my
could do
teammate,
so
dude. I
well
remember
was
watching my
because
one teammate.
players, including the play
Remember watching my one teammate? He's playing this Vantage. He starts like shooting the fucking glass with his ult. He's like, bro, this kid's cheating. I can't hit him. I can't hit him. Like, buddy, you're shooting the fucking glass. He's like, oh, yeah, good call. So funny. So funny.
Player pretending to be Musk were abusing unintended exploits to one-shot mobs, making the dungeon absolutely trivial to complete. I'm not saying there isn't some skill involved, but unless everyone is using the same class, the same build, and the exact same gear, it's impossible to accurately determine a player's skill level. And because Elon admitted to paying for someone else to play his account and give him the best gear, not only does he not deserve any credit for what his character can do, but it's probably not even him playing in his uploaded speedruns. He lied about everything else. The chance of him being honest in this instance is extremely slim. And because he has lied so much already, I would need better evidence than just a screen capture to prove it was him actually playing. It boggles my mind that a man with so much money and power is
It gets
so
boring. Yeah, I
insecure
get bored
that
of
he
zombies
feels the
are
need
like
to try and convince people
so
that
quick
it's
now.
also God's gift to gaming. Not only is he deluded, but he's an insult to the actual professional gamers who devote their lives to this one endeavor. Elon might enjoy playing video games, which I think is pretty cool, but he certainly doesn't respect other gamers. Because if he did, he would stop downplaying their achievements by claiming that you don't need to work as hard as they do to be the world's best. Professional esports players practice 12 hours a day, and only a gifted few are able to rise to the very top. But if you're as amazing as Elon, you can run multiple companies, you can help audit the US government and hang out all day at the White House, and still be the best Diablo 4 player in the world, while also having the highest ranked hardcore character in Path of Exile 2, and have Lex Friedman call you a world-class incredible video game player.
Like, you're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
But of course, only if you're as amazing as Elon. Ultimately, it doesn't matter if Elon is or isn't the greatest gamer of all.
This guy's so fucking mad. That's funny. It's fucking hilarious. This is a funny video. Yeah, I recommended another one of my banger shorts. Which one? Well, here's the hard work gone. Yeah. That was a sad day. You're hilarious. $65, eh? Damn. Alright. Night, love you. My boy, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Want to get in there? Ooh. No, I just missed that cocksucker. Fuck. Fat bastard burrito. Never had it. Buffalo chicken burrito. Damn. Sounds like you're living, son. Sounds like you living. L-Star kind of fire without attachments. I like the L-Star with no attachments. With attachments don't matter. I like it. I like it. Oh. BRB smoke. Do you think, Tempter? Smoke up. Take one from me. Alrighty, gotta do. I could do one more elemental, I guess. This. Let's go in real quick. Honestly, I'll start in bow and cook. Yeah, All-Star is like one of the best guns in the game. It's just definitely broken right now. Tempter? Where's Tempter? He's in chat. Tempter's in chat chilling. Said he was going for a smoke break or whatever. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of the bow. It just depends on the circle, you know what I mean? It really just depends on the circle that I'm playing in, but if it's a small circle, eh. Good with the bow close range? Yeah, he's got a hip fire it, but I'm just not that good with it. I'm just gonna put on Breaking Bad. Fuck it. You never hip fire? You gotta hip fire in Apex, brother. Hip firing in Apex allows you to maintain your strafe speed, and like it's crucial for up close gunfights. You always aim with the bow? Fair. Fair. Toke it up, my man. Toke up. Hip fire anything else? Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Why is my guy just like running back and forth? Money laundering. Tempter, you didn't smoke. I got called out, son. Getting called out. Laser tag. Whoa. Let's go get some chaos runes up here. Yo, you're getting called out. You're getting called out, dude. How does that make you feel? Your friend's calling you out. Saying you don't smoke, son. You don't smoke like that. You don't smoke like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Probably for the best. Smoking's terrible for you. Time through, you're getting called out, bro. At least you can say you went out your own way. Yeah, I guess. Most people that die from smoking have one extreme pain. Their lungs fill up with blood, and they're fucking coughing up blood, and like it's not a good way to die. Not a good way to die. Canadian Squirty. No. Yeah, I smoke the high quality green stuff. Atta boy. Atta boy. I'm actually the only person in my family that doesn't smoke cig or vape. That's crazy. I was the first male in my family to pass school in years. Generations, even. Cheers, boys. Woo! God damn. Woohoo! Fuck, man. That's that shit. That's that shit, baby. That's that APAC, man. That's that APAC. You gonna go all out? Damn. Oh. No, I'm gonna miss it. Shit. No law runes for the kid. Your dog farted on you? Better than the dog shitting on you, I guess. I'm 750 an ounce. Yeah, suck my ass. 750 an ounce. Alright. Nothing's worth that. Does it make you fly? Does that make you fly? That's fucking funnier than shit. That's funnier than shit. Does it make you fly? You got no Danny. How's the container going? Yeah. I mean, putting anything in your lungs isn't good for you. Period, you know? What kind of strain is in the brownies? What do you mean? Got these rewards, baby. Vessel ashes, gross. Earth runes, law rune, 5 more rewards, cosmics, needle, cosmic, death rune, law runes, drop the needle. Tempted says he's having some weed burns. Damn. You could play whatever you want, man. That suits you. PlayStation, there's less cheaters. Mine. Oh. Eric, what's up, my dude? Hope you're well. Happy Saturday. Oh, that sounds alright. Sounds interesting. And then the buzz again. Yeah, I bet the buzz was phenomenal. Damn, they sound like they'd be fire. Everybody gets sent the brownies you make them. Nice. Nice. Brownies are always a good time. Brownies are always a good time indeed. See how you're seeing ghosts. That's funny. Yeah, I've been fucked up off edibles a couple of times. I'll be careful with them. Gotta be careful with edibles. It's gonna be super strong. Yo, Donald Trump, what's up, man? What are you saying, Donald Trump? That was nice. XP. Connor, just chilling, buddy. Watching some Breaking Bad. Just fucking AFK and some rune crafting and crafting. You got hacked. Someone changed your name. Damn. What have I been up to today? Honestly, I slept for a lot of the day. I was pretty hungover. Yeah, I was hammered as fuck. I had a good glow. I wasn't necessarily hammered, but I had a good glow going. The same family member is doing. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will do it. This asshole almost hit us while we were driving out the damn parking lot with his big ass truck. Damn, bro. What a prick. Start yelling at him and shit. And I gave him the bird. Gave him the big old bird ski. Big old bird ski. Was not happy, I can tell. You have nails? Me? I don't really have nails, no. No nails. Bro, I don't know. I'm not his fucking babysitter, homeboy. I don't sit there and like, I'm not God watching over him 24/7, you know what I'm saying? Like OSRS nails. Oh yeah. OSRS nails, eh? Come to World 420, I'll give them to you. You come to my world? No, you come to my world, meet me in Lumbridge. You're the one that needs it, boy. I'm not his babysitter, bro. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I know. That's why I was being a shithead. You gotta come to the world I'm in right now. Come to the world I'm in and go to the Lumbridge Castle basement. I'm not in 302. Oh, I am in 302. I'm going to 301 then. I'm 301 basement, baby. AC. Zombie Bros great zombie. That's good for him, man. Real good for him. Trading me, noob. The fuck? Bronze nail. I can't. They're members items. The ones I got are members items, apparently. Hang on. Hang on. What kind of nails do you need, bro? Donald the Dump. Diddy Party. I'm sure you enjoy those, don't you, you fucking weirdo? My man's getting resized with those eggs. The regular nails, I'm not sure. Go to the G and check it out. I've had to cross them there for all day. Well, increase the price. You gotta increase the price then, big dog. I don't need no money. You just gotta increase the price of the fucking things you're buying. This fucking dude. No, son of a bitch. Why am I going in here? Ugh. There we go. Get me the fuck out of there. Damn, it won't let me do it. You're supposed to love your RuneScape noobs? I don't know what kind of nails you need to use. You need to figure out what kind of nails you need, and I'll get them for you. Yeah, dude, some weird fucks definitely do be coming in my stream, man. Iron nails? I've got 3 iron nails for you, buddy. You want them? You want those? I got you. Change your password. Good for you, buddy. So happy for you. I mean, shit, son. Meet you at the GE. How's that sound? I'll meet you at the GE. Yeah, what the fuck? Donald Dump, get the fuck up out of here, dude. Kick you in the fucking teeth if you ever say something like that again. A fucking douchebag. Loser, fucking, what a fucking loser. Oh my god. Yeah, appreciate that, boys. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the 8 likes on the stream. You need steel. Right. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fucking loser, man.
Everything okay, sir? Couldn't be better.
I don't want to smoke with Zombie for real. Like, what the fuck Zombie do, bro? Steel? Okay, okay. I'll get you some steel fucking things here in a second. Um, you got some fuck sakes. Jayski, this fucking guy. This fucking dude. This fucking dude. Let's fucking do. You don't need to fucking pay me nothing. Tanner Ross, hello. You'll be right back? Alright, man. Yeah, account created today, I kind of figured. Didn't get to tell me that one, bro. I already fucking knew. What's up, Tanner? How are you, buddy? It's fantastic, I'm sure. Good luck with the gamble, Shawnee boy. Have a good night, man. One toke? Nah, I just ripped the toke. I'm fucking cheeched. Okie dokie. Another 10 reward points. Yippee-ki-yay. I think this time I'll just save up 100 and open up 100. Jesse, we need to cook. Yeah, it's definitely those kids or that same kid. He was probably both accounts from before. Wouldn't surprise me. He definitely was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hey, people, when I used to have my stream pop and I'd ban someone, they'd come in sometimes with like 3, 4, 5 accounts. It's crazy. People are just bums on the internet, dude. Yup. JC, I'm always watching. No. Because all the other accounts he used were like a week or two old. Oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me, man. Like I said, straight bum behavior from motherfuckers online. I can be nice as you were. That's funny. The lame ass internet trolls. Yeah, shit happens all the time, man. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know what I mean? I'm kind of used to it by now. There's a bunch of weirdos on the internet. Jesse's in another dimension right now. Dude sniffing meth off a fucking CD case. Are you barking at me, Rocky? I think my dog is barking at me. Keep on fishing. Yeah. We're about to level up, son. Oh my good golly gosh. Damn trolls, yeah. I'm sorry. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. Nice 60. Cutter me boy. Chilling and talking. Nice, bro. Y'all are tough guys. What do you mean? What? Tough guys. This hippie's having fun? Yeah, I am a hippie. I am quite a hippie, actually. Certainly, we cannot live for the Doran Saga. I kind of have a hippie look going for me. Yeah. I'm definitely a hippie. Reggie? Reggie? Where? I'm definitely a fucking hippie. Stoned one at that. Very fucking stoned. You can be lurking, do your thing, brother man. Jesse, I need to cook. Yeah, the Devo's one of those guns you gotta take a while to learn, you know? Gonna take a while to learn the recoil of that. Not many people are good with it. I mean, I'm pretty good with it, but you know. Used to be. Used to be. I don't know if I am anymore. They took the turbocharger off of it. Different gun now. You remember the turbocharged Devo? Yeah, shit slap. Shit was slapping fools. One time you use the Devo, facts. Preach. Just feels wrong without it. Yeah, it's gotta be like a care package weapon or something without it. And just have a hop up on it. It just ain't it. Yeah, it used to be really good. Same with the Rampage. Rampage is dog shit. It's actually good when it's charged up, but fuck the Rampage. Period. Yeah, facts. Facts. And when it says otherwise, just coping the facts. Big fucking facts. Do some earth runes. Twenty out of 20 points. And 100 points on each side, and we'll just open up 100. Also want to get 55 crafting so I can get the fucking colossal pouch. I've just been lazy and haven't done the quest so I could get giant seaweed and shit. Been mad lazy with questing on this account. I haven't even done Grand Tree. Gonna sit here and fucking mine. And I'll just craft them all this time. This way I just get a bunch of crafting XP. I won't even worry about like actually doing rune crafting this run. It's already started and shit anyway. Unless I can craft like law runes or chaos runes. Those will be the only times I really fucking go and do it. Ugh! Let's smoke a little toke anyway. Running away, baby. Cheers, shiny boy. Actually play the game this time. I should get Dragon Defender too, actually. I was just thinking that's what I should be doing right now instead of this shit. Should I get the Dragon Defender? Oh well. We'll do that tomorrow. Maybe questing it to do that tomorrow. Yeah. Come on, baby. Some law runes. I'll take those all day, baby. Go get me them law runes, son. Take them all day, son. $60. I can start making death runes in 5 levels. Holy. Good luck with the gambling there, son. Yeah, it's such a top tier show. I'm watching it right now. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that fair. Yeah, it's hard. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna need another like perfect casting for everybody, you know? Solid writing all around, like. And then its predecessor, fucking Better Call Saul, another banger. Mike's just about to go down and bury him with a Lalo right now. Yeah, Sean, you have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you for chilling as always. Stay out of trouble. God bless. Peace out, Johnny boy. Have a good night, buddy. God bless. You got another damn locker that you can count? What locker? Oh, JV Jones locker. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I lose that shit all the time too. What's up, Jackson? What are you saying? Damn. Homeboy Gale got lit up. How's the Iron Man coming along? Pretty good. I think me and the boys are like top 500 in the world. Not gonna lie. The boys and I. Let's see what we get here. And I'm hosting Collins for some drinks from a B-Day soon. I'll link your invite on Discord when I start some dates and time. Yeah, bro, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. How's the Iron Man going? Stop and pops for dabs. Boy. There you go. Yeah. I got a big old jar of oil right here. You get some crazy shit. Yeah, fuck. I mean, this account's not really ready for anything yet. I gotta get my combat and shit up still. I'm only like 60 base combats with like 75 overall account. Like, it's not that good so far. I'm just trying to get some runes and shit so I can get my like magic up to at least like 80, 85-ish. It'd be ideal. Now I have some dragon bones I'm gonna fucking Bless and chop them up. Got that shit done. Got Twilight Princess done. Or whatever the fuck it's called. So I can do Bless Bones. Get some crazy XP drops. It's my level. Only 60. Shit. Oh no, I got cucked. Unfortunate. Menace is Hafu. Hi too. It looked like an F. Hafu. Mr. T over there. But yeah, appreciate that. Hello, hello. Place that. Ooh. Damn. Hafu. I've got 25 drops. 25 rewards. Damn. Quarter of the way to where we want to be. And I still, yeah. I actually opened up a clear scroll the other day, and it was a 30 mil drop. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I just need more prayer so I can do like go fight harder bosses, you know? Because I can't really make like prayer potions and shit right now. All I have are these like little moths that I have to use. They're kind of a pain in the ass to get, so. When you look at that, great start. Go right into the law runes. Perfect. Oh shit, what am I doing? Not paying attention. That's what I'm doing. Jesus. Oh la da dee. Stepped away from the computer, but we were making wire jewelry. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. You all good? You didn't really miss nothing? I see people dropping like 40 lotteries. It's just like, it irks me. So fuck, I'd take those. Hmm. So do an element, so wind, yeah. That kind of sucks. I'd rather do chaos. Rip. Oops. Whistle has appeared. Let's go get these free fragments.